Born in Honolulu on July 24, 1920, Chen-Hun Kwock spent his childhood living in Hawaii and Hong Kong.
And I hate those traveling because on ship I always get seasick. Oh, I hate to go back to China. Yeah. Back in 1926, that was the first trip. Yeah. And second trip was 1932. Yeah, 2 trips. Yeah. I went to school for a while. In those days, it was still the British colony, and I went to a British school. Yeah, and they taught us English and Chinese.
When the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor in 1941, Kwock was working for a newspaper in Honolulu.
I didn't think it was the real one, you know. Yeah, everybody surprised. Yeah. Then when we heard it over the radio, then you said, "Oh, it's a real thing, not like a mock attack." Yeah. We don't want to go to Pearl Harbor. We were afraid that Japanese will come on another attack, but they never came back. That's the lucky thing about it. Yeah. They could have come back and take over the whole island. You know, it was defenseless.
In 1947, Kwock moved to San Francisco to work for his brother-in-law, Dai Min Lee, who was the publisher of the Chinese World newspaper, then located on Grant Avenue in Chinatown.
At that time, my brother-in-law was the publisher of the newspaper, so I got a chance to work there. But I didn't get much pay, you know. Yeah, I just worked for free, voluntary. Yeah, in those days, the Chinese company always serve you food. We have free lunch and free dinner. That's all I get. Not much of payment, yeah.
Being bilingual, Kwock also translated books from Chinese to English. He believes being able to speak English helped him avoid discrimination.
No trouble. I get it because I speak English. Most of those days, when I came to San Francisco, most of the people in Chinatown, they all speak Chinese. And I'm very few people that speak English. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nobody say he's a Chinaman. No, nobody ever, pointed at me at that. Mm-hmm.
Kwock would later become the paper's editor, and that meant a chance to travel and meet celebrities. He asked for and received an autographed photo from Albert Einstein. One person who read the Chinese World paper was former U.S. Navy Fleet Admiral Chester Nimitz.
He's a subscriber of our newspaper, yeah, so he can read it in Chinese. And he was very interested about China. See, he was one time, his first job in the Navy, he was an ensign stationed in North China, in Qingdao, like Qingdao beer. Qingdao is a little island, yeah. That's his first job as an ensign, yeah. So he's very friendly with the Chinese. Very good man, very easygoing, yeah.
Kwock is most proud of his work with President John Kennedy and his brother Robert. He says he was able to help convince them to relax the immigration laws with China.
I took over the Chinese World newspaper, the English section. Without the English section, we cannot communicate with John Kennedy. But since we have the English edition, so I wrote in the editorial. I was an editorial writer too. So my first day in my taking over the newspaper, I wrote to him immediately, asked him to allow more Chinese coming in. And I was surprised that he agreed within a few days. Yeah. That's a wonderful president we ever had, yeah. Robert Kennedy asked him to let in more Chinese orphans. I said, oh, Chinese, they have the children back in China and they couldn't come because of exclusion or law against the Chinese. But Bob, just, have it, wipe out, yeah. Mm-hmm.
In 1963, Kwock, along with Thomas Chin, H.K. Wong, Tsinghua Li, and Dr. Thomas Wu, founded the Chinese Historical Society of America. They all agreed their story needed to be told and remembered.
Well, the Chinese been here about over 100 years. There's a lot of things to tell about, yeah. See? The railroad and the gold mine, those things, yeah. Mm-hmm.
After being invited to the White House in 1964, Kwock made then-President Lyndon Johnson an honorary member of the Chinese Historical Society.
At first he refused, He said, why should a U.S. president join a Chinese society? Well, I say, if we don't join, we don't come again. We don't write about you. So we put pressure on him too, Yeah, good thing he said okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
At age 93, Kwock is the only surviving member of the organization's founders. What does he credit his longevity to?
Well, I think it was because of my long years, yeah. All my members of my Kwock family pretty long, live long, very long, yeah. I think it's inherited, yeah. Long years. that's a sign of longevity. Yeah. Mhm. Well, I see. I have no vices. I don't smoke. I don't go fool around with women. You know. I don't drink. You know. So that's a simple life. Just a simple life. Even I'm amazed that I lived that long. Yeah. I have no regret. Yeah. My life is very pleasant. Very pleasant. Yeah. I'm very lucky man. Yeah.